Today we're going to be ranking every single ability in Deadlock. I'm God with Mustache. I just finished all of my ornament challenges, so I think I got a pretty good idea of what's going on here. We're going to be ranking the abilities against the abilities and the ultimates against the ultimates. That's enough yapping for now. Let's get right into it. First up is going to be Siphon Life. It's a fine ability. It does stuff on Abrams. You're not going to want to max it or anything quickly. Shoulder Charge is really good in lane. I think Siphon Life is honestly C tier. Shoulder Charge is good in lane. It's really good for getting pick potential later game. I think we're going to put it in A tier. Infernal Resilience is also just a fine ability on Abrams. It doesn't do anything crazy. And Seismic Impact, this is the first ultimate, so I'm probably going to move this eventually, but let's just put it in A tier and see where I feel about the rest of the abilities. Uppercut is just a decent ability. I don't know. There's nothing else that you could say about it. The last upgrade is really strong. It would put it up to A tier because it refreshes hook cooldown. Sticky Bomb, the Sticky Bomb like new upgrade, the tier 5 is so funny. You could go so fast with Echo Shard Bomb, but completely countered by Counterspell and debuff removal. Debuff remover. So C tier. Hook, SS tier. You can get it down to like 8-second cooldown and you're just constantly looking for picks. Hyper Beam, I mean, it's like a fine zoning ult. If you build for it, it actually does damage. I'll put it in A tier. I have a feeling a lot of the ults are either going to be like A tier, F tier, or double S tier. I mean, we'll see when we get to it. Bashdown is going to be our first S tier. It's just actually insanely hard to counter because, like, okay, once it's late game and you have counterspell, you know, you can counterspell it, but like after the Rising Ram, if you try and parry the bash down on accident, like you don't think that they have it, and then like you try and parry the light and then he bashes down, like you're just dead. Rising Ram, really good engage tool, not too strong in lane, doesn't actually output that much damage, good escape tool, but overall B tier. Blasted, double S tier, need I say more? Absolutely broken ability, gives max HP steal, like reloads his gun on a passive. The wrecked effect is actually relevant. Chain Gang, S tier ultimate, really good CC ult, especially after the changes that you can't mantle to cancel it. Honestly, might be in need of a nerf. I'm adding a triple S tier. And Blasted is triple S tier. Calico's whole thing right now is Gun Calico, so none of her abilities really do anything except for Return to Shadows and Ava. So Gloom Bombs, I'm going to say it's just average, maybe even C tier. Leaping Slash is going to be B tier. It does a lot of damage, it counts as a melee, so that's really good. If you like Leaping Slash combo with Gloom Bombs, you can Spirit Snatch them with it. Ava is either S tier or double S tier. It's just insane movement across the map, and the fact that you're not seen on the map when you're in Ava is also really strong. I'm going to put it in double S for now. I do think it's better than Bashdown and Chain Gang, but to what extent, who knows. And Return to the Shadows is just a strong ultimate. Makes you completely CC immune. Takes your Torment Pulse during it. Call Bell, completely fine damage. It's really good in lane, late game. Really good at proccing like Spirit Burn and stuff like that. Doorway, triple S tier with the urn changes. Doorway is just insanely broken. When I played Doorman for my ornament challenges, I went Doormax and Vortex Web and shit. And a very fun ability. Very, very broken as well. Luggage cart, honestly going to put towards the top of S. I'm not going to worry about ordering A, B, and C tier, but I will try and order triple S, 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 and S, you know? Luggage cart, really strong ability, really strong CC. Throwing people through your door to underneath walkers or into base, really strong. Hotel Guest has a really short cooldown. Honestly, a very strong ultimate, definitely stronger than Seismic Impact, Hyper Beam, and Return to Shadows. Very, very strong ability. The last upgrade to Ren's really strong. I think Drifters are maxing that now. Over maxing 3, the lifesteal is really strong, so I'm just going to put it in A. Really strong in lane, proccing, melee lifesteal. I don't think it's anywhere on the tier of these. Stalker's Mark has the potential to be like double S tier, or maybe even, no, definitely not triple S tier, but Right now, I'm just going to put it in A tier. People aren't really using it to its full ability of, like, marking minions across the map. Bloodsend has the potential to be triple S if you get Giga Fed, but in its base, it is not too strong. I'm going to put it towards the top of S tier, probably even higher than Luggage Cart. Eternal Knight is, like, a completely average ultimate. It's, like, really annoying when it happens to you, but it's honestly not that strong. Like, I don't think it's stronger than Return to Shadows. It might be stronger than Hyper Beam and Seismic Impact. I think we're gonna move these down after rating the other ultimates. And yeah, we'll move Eternal Knight up. Okay, Stomp Dynamo. If you build Stomp Dynamo in my game, like full Stomp Dynamo, like if you're going Rapid Recharge for the Spirit investment, I fuck with you. If you're building full Stomp Dynamo in my game, like please, like leave. Or like it's so troll, bro. Like Spirit Res just like counters the entire build. It's so stupid, and you're just not a character now. Like if you're hybrid Stomp, ult support, like okay, sure, chill. Quantum Entanglement, being able to dodge ultimates for your entire team, really strong on Gun Dynamo. I would rather have you play Gun Dynamo in my game than play Stomp Dynamo on everything. Rejuvenating Aura is probably like one of the best healing abilities in the game. Lets you rotate the fights faster, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna put it in either like high A or low S. I don't think it's low S. I don't think it's on the same tier as all of these abilities. Singularity is the best ult in the game, in my opinion. I'll put it in double S for now, but it's probably going to end up at triple S. Charge Shot, better Yamato Power Slash. Still, like, not amazing. Rapid Recharge Rush with, like, QSR on it's really strong right now. But Grey Talon's just, like, not a strong character right now. So, I mean, it can go in B tier. Rain of Arrows, horrible. Unless you're building Gun Talon, then it's, like, fine. Yeah. Spirit Snare, really good at securing, like, mid-boss and, like, objectives and stuff like that. Honestly, I think it's better than most people give it credit for. I'm going to put it in, like, the middle of A tier. Guided Owl is a really good ultimate. I don't think it's on the tier of, like, Hotel Guest and Chain Gang, but I can put it towards the top of A tier. I'm going to put all the ultimates together. I don't want to, like, rate them against other abilities. I think Seismic Impact's better than Hyper Beam. Sleep Dagger, like an easy S tier, maybe double S. I'm going to put it towards the top of S tier. No, I think it's worse than Bashdown. It does let you get, like, an immediate pick, but that's about it. Smoke Bomb, I think, is, like, completely average. I'll put it towards the top of A. I actually am going to order all of them. Take back what I said. I take back what I said. Sticky Bomb, there. I think Siphon Life's higher than Rain of Arrows. Smoke Bomb's, like, completely average. It's a really good ability on Haze, but not, like, broken. All of, like, the passive abilities, like Fixation, Afterburn, Love Bites, there's one more, Mirage Mark, are probably all going to go in somewhere in S tier. I'm going to put them towards the bottom right now because they don't actually have impact, but they make their entire character work. Bullet Dance, like, F tier ultimate, bro. Like, if you're building for Bullet Dance, I don't know. I don't know. Powder Keg. This is an interesting one. It used to be like triple S tier. If I made this tier list 6 months ago, it would be triple S tier. Nowadays, damage nerf, overall holiday nerf, CC nerf. I think I'm comfortable putting it towards the top of A. I think it's worse than Spirit Snare, worse than... No, it's probably better than Call Bell. But I think Ren's better than Call Bell. I think this is pretty accurate. Bounce Pad is like one of the most insane movement abilities in the game. I love Bounce Pad. It lets you enable like fast earn runs. If you watch any holiday clip, they're doing Bounce Pad shit. Like, awesome ability. Crack Shot, same thing as Powder Keg. Used to be triple S tier, but since like the gun holiday nerfs, I don't think I can even put it in S tier. I'll put it right next to Powder Keg. Spirit Lasso is like Grapple Arm, but on so much longer of a cooldown. I'm going to put it towards the top of S tier. Where are the ultimates in S tier? I think it's better than Chain Gang, better than Hotel Guest. Napalm is like completely average on Infernus's kit. I'm going to put it towards the top of B tier. Flame Dash, Same thing as the Calico ability, or the Holiday abilities, excuse me. Used to be triple S tier. I don't know if any of you played during that patch. I just remember with Superior Cooldown, Superior Iteration, and Arcane Surge, you could Flame Dash, Dash Jump, and then your next Flame Dash would be up. And Rapid Recharge, of course. Once they added the charges, so that was, like, really funny. I think it's an S tier ability. Definitely towards the bottom of S tier. But, yeah. I think Afterburn's better than Fixation in terms of, you know, just overall damage output. Yeah. Combustion's just, like, a completely okay ultimate. I think it's worse than Seismic Impact, but better than Hyper Beam. Thinking about I'm gonna put Hyper Beam down here. Like, if you're using your ultimate as its main use to farm a tier 3 camp, then, like, it can't be this high. Old Katsu used to be broken. I think it's somewhere towards the bottom of S tier. Or A tier, rather, I'm sorry. I think it's worse than Call Bell. Worse than Stalker's Mark. Though, like, debuff Ivy's really strong. I can't... Ivy's so weak right now, actually. Like, Ivy's so weak. You can't put any of her abilities in higher than B tier. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put Watcher's Covenant in A tier because Support Ivy is, like, the only relevant Ivy build right now. And this, like, completely enables her entire build. Stoneform... Okay. We can put a bunch of Ivy abilities in A tier. Stoneform's really strong. Complete immunity for yourself with a stun afterwards. Really strong. I'm going to put it in top of B. I'm going to put it at the top of B. And Airdrop, I think it's better than Seismic Impact, better than Combustion. So I'm going to put it in the top of B. Kelvin Nade. It's like a fine ability. Definitely like top of B, bottom of A. I'll put it towards the top of B. Ice Path, I think, is a lot stronger than people would give it credit for. I don't think it's an S tier ability or anything. But I'll put it towards the bottom of A tier. Enables a lot of ganking and so on and so forth. Beam's really strong really early, but kind of falls off late game. I'll put it in the bottom of, or top of C. Frozen Shelter, yeah, I'm going to move Singularity up to triple S and put Frozen Shelter in double S. Even after all the nerfs, it's still a really strong ability. Oh, shit. Geist Bomb. Like, Bomb build used to be really good, but nowadays people are just playing her, like, gun hybrid with her too. With, like, Healing Tempo Berserker. I'm going to put this in, like, mid B tier. I think it's worse than Napalm, worse than Uppercut, worse than Rising Ram, worse than Leaping Slash. Leaping Kinetic Pulse is higher than that. Worse than Charge Shot. Put it on top of the Ivy abilities. Seems good to me. And just talking about that build, I think Life Drain is S tier. Really strong ability. Enables all of Geist's best build right now. And I'm going to put Malice right next to it, in front of it. Damage amp, really, really strong. Yeah, need I say more? Soul Exchange. Let's compare it to the other ults. I don't think it's on Spirit Lasso, Hotel Guest, Chain Gang levels. But I do think it's better than these two. So let's put it at the bottom of A. All of Lash's abilities are like F tier right now. No, I'm playing. I just... Lash this meta has not been enjoyable. His entire kit is countered by 130-200 item. Very sad day for us Lash mains. I do think Ground Strike's really strong. It's like probably one of the best burst abilities in the game, if not the best burst ability in the game. Trying to think of another one, like Yam Power Slash when she's an ult. Max like 16 stack Jin's Mark. Yeah, I'm gonna put Ground Strike in S tier. I think it's like low S, but it's definitely like one of the best burst abilities in the game. Grapple now. Where do we put Grapple? It's like a fine movement option. I don't think it's better than Bounce Pad. I think Bounce Pad is like the issue with Grapple is that none of its upgrades actually do anything for it. Like back in the day, like old Lash, it used to restore stamina when you would use it. The cool thing is that it does like return all of your air dashes, but Lash Grapple, probably like low A tier. It does enable like a lot of his kit, but so does Majestic Leap, and so does just being good at the character and naturally playing high ground. Uh, yeah, Flog is like really strong early, but falls off late game. I know there's Flog builds. Just you're not a Lash player if you're playing Flog Lash. Sorry. Uh, I think it's like a fine ability. I'm gonna put it towards the top B. I think it's better than Frost Grenade. I think Infernal Resilience needs to be higher up here. Uh, yeah, Death Slam's F tier. The ability just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Counterspell, E shift, any movement ability, anything that makes you invulnerable, Quantum Entangle, Stone Form, it's just a horrible ability. This needs to be reworked. One of the things that I was thinking is, um, instead of the 1 second stun on the tier 5 that they added, if they added like a slowing hex effect, like as you're circling people, could be interesting. I do not know much about McGinnis. I'm going to put that out there. So when I rate these, just know that it is completely biased in the fact that I know nothing about the character. Um, Mini Turret. Very annoying in low elo, very annoying in high elo. Spirit McGinnis isn't that strong right now. Healing Tempo Turret build is, like, interesting at least. Yeah, I think it's going to be in C tier. McGinnis Heal, really strong in lane. See builds where people like rush Arcane Surge Healing Booster and like they're just unkillable in lane. Even if they're playing gun. Like you going Arcane Surge Healing Booster, you could still play whatever after that. I'm gonna put it towards the top of A tier. It might be the better healing ability than Rejuvenating, or at least early. Spectral Wall. I think putting an ability like this lower than A tier is incorrect. It's like one of the only like map altering abilities in the game. And like the stun on the wall in tier 3 upgrade, the extra damage that you get on walkers and objectives is really strong. I think it's somewhere in S tier. I don't know where in S tier exactly, but I think I'm going to put it in S tier. Guinness ult blows. Like it just blows. Yeah, it's horrible. Like ult builds like haha funny, but it's just a bad ability. I think most of Mina's abilities are going to be above A tier. Or not above A tier, in A tier and above. Rake. Really good sustain in lane, really good sustain late game, does large burst damage. I think it's a really strong ability. I'm going to put it in the top of A tier. I think both of the healing abilities are the top of A tier. I think they're like the barrier that you have to get through. Like if you're not better than just AoE healing, then you can't make it to S tier. And I do think all of these abilities are better than AoE healing. Mina's Fade used to be triple S tier, when you could have infinite dash out of it, like when it reset your dash cooldown. Or not your dash cooldown, I'm sorry, I'm talking out my butt. When it reset your air dash cooldown. But now, I think it's just an S tier ability. It's definitely better than Bounce Pad. Like, it's the better movement ability than Bounce Pad is. Love Bites, as I said, I think all of the passive damage is just going to be S tier, and I think it's slightly worse than Afterburn, better than Fixation. The benefit that Love Bites has compared to these two is that it's burst damage. So you'll see why I'm going to put Jin's Mark. Hey, he's next. All the way up there. Like, it's going to be the best ability out of all of these. Nox Nostra used to be triple S tier when it just absolutely shredded objectives. And nowadays, it doesn't really seem like it has a use case other than, like, engaging. Like, if your Mina pops Nox Nostra really early, I think you have a very high chance of winning the fight. Like, let's say you lasso somebody, where's lasso? You lasso somebody, and then you pop Mina ult, and then they die. But it needs setup in order for it to actually work. Whereas before, you just walked up to objective, pressed 4 on objective, objective go bye-bye. I think It's like fine. It might be the bottom of A tier. Could be top of B. I think Combustion's better than it. I think I might move Combustion up to A tier. I think it's better than Seismic Impact. I don't know. That's like a weird one. I don't know. Who knows? Fire Scarabs, completely fine ability. A really strong sustain in lane, reduces bullet resist. Tornado, really, really good ability on Mirage. Good escape tool, CC, and gives you bullet evasion for some reason. Very strong ability. Jin's Mark, as I said, is going to be the strongest of all the passives. I don't know how to rate these. Honestly, Jin's Mark is double S tier. It's just so strong early on that, like, all Mirages are rushing, Surge of Power, QSR. Yeah, I think it's double S tier. Easily one of the best ultimates in the game. I don't know if it's a bug right now, but you just can't hit Mirage while he is TPing away. Because his hitbox is somewhere else. It's in the middle of the map somewhere. And now with the update that you can TP to base, TP to objectives, you no longer have to react to somebody on your walker. You can preemptively go to your walker so that you're there when they get there. Really strong. Really strong. I don't think it's stronger than Singularity, but yeah. Next up, we have Mowing Krill Scorn. It's really good sustain in lane. It's fine damage late game. I think it's like definition B or A tier. I think it's better than Flog. I don't think it's better than Flog. I think Flog's better sustained in lane. It is on a much shorter cooldown though. Yeah, I think Scorn can be like high B tier. Burrow is a completely fine ability. Used to be a lot stronger when mow really fast. But I think it's just a completely fine ability. I think it's somewhere in the middle of B tier. I think it's worse than Uppercut, worse than Rising Ram, worse than Kinetic Pulse. Yeah, I think it's like bottom of B tier. Sandblast is really strong early on if you're using it correctly. Like, if you have your wave shoved under their Guardian, sorry, and you Sandblast them as the minions are dying so that you can get free denies, it's really strong. But it just falls off late game once everybody has their debuff removers. I think I could put it somewhere in the middle of B tier. I think Mo overall, like, these abilities together are really strong, but the abilities by their lonesome are a little bit weird. I think it's better than Napalm, better than Frost Nade. I can argue putting it in A tier. I'm gonna put it in the bottom of A tier though. Combo. Combo is right up here with the other pick ones. I think it might even be at the top of the pick ones. Very strong. Especially just because of Mo's kit, you're building Torment Pulse, you can use Scorn during it. Very strong. I remember the Alkfire combo meta. Next up we have Page's Conjure Dragon. It's really good early for like wave prio and farming. If you stand on the left side of the wave and you just throw it down, it will hit every minion and probably kill it if you have any bit of spirit investment or like extra charge. I think it's a fine ability. I'm gonna put it right around like Mini Turret and Arctic Beam. I don't think it's that insane. I think it's really good for farming. Actually, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B tier. Defend and Fight, like, might be one of the best laning abilities in the game. I think it is the best laning ability in the game. Really, really strong. I think it's definitely better than Blood Scent. Like, having a 25, 30-second cooldown of a barrier that gives bonus weapon damage and eventually bonus fire rate, just so strong. Warden Page is like a horrible lane. Like, I don't know. It just completely enables your lane partner. If you're good with Page and you know how to actually time this, you should win every lane. As long as your lane partner is competent, I will say. Captivating Read is a completely fine ability. I'd say it's somewhere in A tier. It's really good CC if you have combos like Warden Cage or Haze Sleep or any form of knockup. Really strong in lane. Late game, Captivating Read Vortex Web is really strong. I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle towards top of A tier. I think it's better than Powdered Keg. I think that's a good spot. Rallying Charge is either like F tier or triple S tier depending on how good the page is. I think I can put it in somewhere in the middle of S tier. I don't think Chain Gang's that bad. I think I'm going to put it here. It could be top of A tier, but I think it's significantly better than Soul Exchange, Return, and Eternal Night. Next up, we have Paradox's Pulse Grenade. Really strong in lane, shreds objectives late game, but a lot of Paradoxes aren't building towards it nowadays. It's not that, like, double bomb meta. I don't know. I think it's a completely fine ability with, like, really high upside. Like, when you carbine somebody inside the Pulse Grenade, very strong combo. Where, like, Captivating Read with Pulse Grenade, you carbine them, Captivating Read, and then Pulse Grenade. It has a lot of really strong combos, really strong in lane. I don't think I can argue putting it less than high A. I think it's, like, probably the top of A. I don't think it's better than the healing abilities. Time Wall is only good for swap. So because of that, I don't think I can put it higher than B tier. It's like a completely fine ability. Honestly, it's going C tier. It's going like bottom of C tier. I think Siphon Life is actually higher than this. I'm going to put Siphon Life in the bottom of S tier. Or B tier, B tier, B tier. Next up, we have Carbine. Carbine build is like fine right now. I do think it's a strong ability. I'm going to put it somewhere in A tier. I think it's worse than Shoulder Charge, worse than Rake, worse than Spirit Snare. Probably towards the bottom of A tier. Yeah, I like the bottom of A tier for this. Next up, we have Swap for the ultimates. I think it also just goes with the pick ultimates. It's on such a short cooldown. It's probably better than Chain Gang. The combo with Wall is really strong. Like, you have a true combo into it if you carbine somebody. Really strong ability. Pocket Barrage. It's going to go right next to Malice. Where do I have Malice? The self-damage amp is really strong in comparison to Malice, which is damage amp against players. So I think it's higher than Malice. But just being able to make your Affliction do a ton of damage, really, really, really strong. I do think Cloak is one of the best movement abilities in the game. In the context of Pocket's kit, being able to, you know, do damage with your movement ability is actually really strong, and it's a lot of damage, actually. I think it's better than Bounce Pad, worse than Sanguine Retreat. If you notice what I'm doing with the tiers, I kind of, like, have them sorted in how strong they are, but also I have them sorted by, like, what the abilities do. So, like, I have all the passives with each other, the movement abilities with them, the damage amp with them. But they are sorted in how I think that, like, if Flying Cloak I thought was S tier, like, the best item in S tier, I would put it up here. Briefcase is going to go right by Tornado for all of the same reasons that Tornado's here. Damage ability, converse to a CC ability, but it does make you completely invulnerable with the upside of being able to cancel it early. It's like a mini E-shift. It's like a mini E-shift. I think Affliction is either double S or triple S. I, like, really can't argue putting it lower than this. Now that Debuff Remover doesn't actually work on it, and you need to buy Divine Barrier, 7's a Lightning Ball. It's good for farming. Good for farming. 7 stun. There was a point in the game where, like, double stun was really strong, where you're playing support 7, that I would put it in, like, S tier or double S tier, but I don't think it makes it past the heals. I think it's somewhere around the middle of A tier. It's a strong stun. Lasts a while if you get superior duration, which you probably will. Power Surge might be the best, like, self-buffing ability in the game. I think it's the only one. I guess, like, Flight is a self-buffing ability, but I'm going to put Power Surge in, like, top of A, but noting that it has the potential to be, like, triple S. If you're in a game where you're, like, the strongest one, of course, it's going to be top of S. Same thing with any of the other, like, passive abilities. I know it's not a passive. I'm gonna Whatever, I'm just throwing it with the passive abilities. It's essentially a passive when you have full uptime on it late game. Stormcloud is the best zoning ult in the game. Like, it just completely shuts down all of your opponents. It's definitely S tier. It's definitely S tier. Very, very strong ability. Popping it above your pit, above the enemy's pit, popping it in mid-boss room, popping it over an urn fight, popping it over a walker fight. Like, it just completely clears out an area if you have the HP and the damage to do it. Now, I am a Shiv player, so I am going to be biased when I put all of his abilities in F tier. Okay, on a real note, let's put Serrated Knives in A tier. Definitely towards the top of A tier. It's really strong poke in lane. Gets a lot of damage through late game. And being able to bounce when you're full rage, even though you're going to be out of knives because you need to use your knives to build your rage. Whatever. I think they are top of A tier. If you follow Shiv into a small room, Slice and Dice is triple S tier. But let's assume that you don't follow a Shiv into a small room. And let's put it somewhere in S tier. Do I think it's better than the damage amp ones? No. Do I think it's better than ground strike? No. Do I think it's better than the passives? No. Okay. I like bottom of S tier. I do think it's better than the healing abilities. And then we have Bloodletting. Bloodletting is a really hard one to rate. It used to be really good. I think I'm just going to put it at the top of A. I think it's like a good ability. The damage reduction is strong. The cleansing damage is whatever, but you're not excited to max Bloodletting. Killing Blow, need I say more? This is like one of the strongest abilities in the game. Auto target execute. Like, really strong. And it's also his entire passive. Like, the rage meter is a part of Killing Blow. So, yeah. Vexing Bolt is up there with one of the best burst abilities in the game. I think it might be better than Ground Strike. I think I lied when I said that Ground Strike is the best burst ability in the game. Next up, we have Spectral Assistant. Really, really strong. I think it's the best movement ability in the game. Honestly, no, second best movement ability in the game. I think it was the best. But I think Spectral Assistant is a very, very strong ability. Being able to TP twice now. It has so much extra poke in lane. You shred objectives with Spectral Assistant, Vexing Bolt. I think Sinclair is like a really, really, really strong character. Next up, we have Rabbit Hex. It's a completely fine CC ability. Non-debuff removable, really good for securing mid-boss. Makes your opponent's hitbox really small. Like, it has downside. I think it's, like, pretty much top of S. I'm going to put it underneath Knives. Audience participation. Triple S if there's, like, a Dynamo and a 7 on the other team. But I'm just going to put it in double S for now, because if there aren't any, like, if you're against Lash, McGinnis, Hayes, Bebop, Abrams, like, whoa, what are you going to do? You do nothing. Next up, we have Victor's Pain Battery. Pain Battery is, like, an okay ability. It's good burst damage. Your kit really enables it. I'm going to put it towards the bottom of A tier. I think Pain Battery is, like, completely fine. I don't think it's better than Sandblast, Grapple, Carbine, Ice Path. Yeah, I agree. Jumpstart, easily double S tier. The fact that it cleanses, gives you healing. It used to be triple S tier. It used to be, like, probably one of the best abilities in the game. I think it's better than Blasted. Aura of Suffering. It's probably, like, in the top of S tier. I think Victor's a really strong character overall. I think his farming because of Aura of Suffering, his damage because of Aura of Suffering, the slow that it provides, like, really, really strong ability. I don't think it's better than Sleep Dagger or the movement abilities or the damage amp. I'll put it at the bottom of S tier, actually. Victor Ult. Shocking Reincarnation, I think that says. Reanimation. Definitely not B tier. I think it's better than all of the B tier ultimates. I think it's better than all of the A tier ultimates. No, I don't. I think it's worse than Soul Exchange. And maybe that means that Soul Exchange and Guided Owl should be moved up, but I think these are pretty significantly better than Guided Owl and Soul Exchange. Yeah, I mean, Victor Ult's just really strong, giving you a second chance to fight, second chance to escape. I had my team kill the Victor when we were doing mid-boss yesterday, and like as the crystal was dropping, so his ult stunned everybody. Like, I don't know why we killed the Victor. Next up, Vindicta Stake. I think it's a completely fine CC ability. It used to be probably like double S tier, but I think after the nerfs, I think it's somewhere around A tier. I think it's worse than Rabbit Hex for sure. Worse than Spirit Snare, worse than Seven Stun. I'll put it above Watcher's Covenant and Ice Path. Vindicta's Flight. It like enables her character. You're playing Sharpshooter, you're flying around. It's gotta be towards the top of A tier. Maybe even bottom of S. No, I like top of A tier. I think it's worse than these abilities. I'll put it above the Rabbit Hex, though. Crow Familiar, really good at spreading escalating exposure. Really good at spreading, like, debuff effects, heal bane, whatever. I think Crow is, like, somewhere in the middle of A tier. Better than Call Bell? Yeah, better than Call Bell. Snipe. S tier ability. I think a good way to think about the ults also is, like, would I be happy to copy them with Sinclair? And you're very happy to copy Assassinate with Sinclair. Executes in general are really strong, as we see with the triple S tier Killing Blow. But the fact that it's not auto-targeted means that it can't quite go up there, and it doesn't have the passive attached to it. But the fact that it charges you... Sorry, it doesn't charge you. It makes you extra money. Makes it a really strong ability. Next up we have Goo Ball and his Splatter. Viscous Burst right now is such a strong build where you're just going like Spirit Snatch, and then you're going like Surge of Power QSR on Splatter. I think Splatter is a very strong ability. I think it's not better than Satchel and Tornado, though. I don't think it's better than those. I'll put it in S tier. I think Viscous is also really strong as a character right now. I think the Cube is going to go to the top of A, maybe even bottom of S. I do think it's better than both of these as a healing ability, and it's just CC immunity, whatever, cleanse, really strong. Puddle Punch I'm going to put right next to Bounce Pad. I do think it's much better than Bounce Pad. Honestly, I think it's better than Sanguine Retreat. I think it's better than Sleep Dagger. I think it's around Bash Down. I'll put it above Bash Down. I think Luggage Cart and Blood Scent are stronger than Puddle Punch. Movement ability, CC on your opponents. Movement ability for you, CC on your opponents. Spread Spirit Snatch is parryable. Like, it is balanced around the fact that it is parryable, but if people aren't reacting, if people aren't ready, really strong ability.
Let's play a game.
Goo Ball is just a fine ult. It's, like, okay. But if you're, like, Goober, like, if you're somebody who's really good with Goo Ball mechanics, it, like, goes up to S tier. I still don't think it's, like, better than Stormcloud, better than Rallying Charge, if you're really good with it. It's annoying, but I don't think it's that good. I know there are some crazy Viscous Ball clips out there, but I'm going to be so honest. I have no idea what any of Viper's abilities do, except for, like, I don't know what these two do since the Viper changes. Okay, so it gets rid of bullet resist and additional bullet resist, so, like, it's good in her kit. I'll say that, but like early on it does nothing. I'll put it towards the top of C tier, maybe even bottom of B tier. Now, what does Lethal Venom do? I think it's right up here. I think Lethal Venom is right up here with the other passive abilities. I think it's worse than Love Bites and Afterburn, but better than Fixation and Power Surge. I think Slither is like a really, really strong movement ability. Being able to enable one of the best things in this game of infinite ammo while sliding. Really, really strong. The barrier that they added on top of it, really, really strong. Bola is really strong for securing mid-boss and singular picks, which is really strong this patch. I think I'm going to put it in the bottom of S tier. Now we have Warden and his alchemical flask. Flask is... it's so bad. Like, it removes the stamina, it's fine in lane, but I can't put it anywhere besides top of C. Now, Willpower, on the other hand, really, really strong ability. Used to be a lot stronger before the patch when, you could run around super, super duper fast. But I think I will put it in S tier. Warden Page combo with like Defend and Fight and Willpower is so good. It's so good. So good. So good. As Sweet Caroline once said. Blinding Ward, if it hits, is really strong. The fact that it also forces your opponents to run away is also really good. I think if it hits, it's like double S tier, but just the fact that it makes opponents run away puts it towards the top of A. Yeah, I like that. Last Stand. Like, it was so good, and then they nerfed it, and then nerfed it, and then nerfed it, and then nerfed it. But they're not nerfing Traveler, they're not nerfing Killing Blow, they're not nerfing Shelter. Okay, they did nerf Shelter. They're not nerfing Affliction. Like, this is probably way too low, but as an ult Warden player, I can't stand to see the state that Warden's ult is in. Warden's ult is it. Yeah, I think it's the worst ultimate in the game. I don't actually think that, but making a statement. I'm making a statement. I'm putting my foot down. I'm taking my last stand. Rate card. Good burst ability. QSR really strong. Merc Mag really strong. Top of A tier. Better than Pulse Grenade. Sure. Projected Mind. One of the best movement abilities in the game. Enables Wraith to be the split pusher that she is. Top of S. Full auto. What does full auto even do, bro? Like, I know it gives increased fire rate and like spirit lifesteal and bullet lifesteal. I think. Yeah. Oh, it also gives bonus spirit damage per bullet when it's upgraded. Yeah. I think full auto is gonna go right in line with the Fixation, Power Surge, Love Bites, Lethal Venom. I think it's definitely towards the top of it, though. I think it's stronger than all of them. Wraith Ult has such a short cooldown. They need to nerf this cooldown, this cooldown, this cooldown, this cooldown, and this cooldown. Like, yeah, and I'm not gonna say anything. Power Slash, really good burst ability. I don't think it's on the same tier as Vexing Bolt and Ground Strike, so I'm going to put it towards the top of A. I think it's better than Card Trick. Yep. Yamato's Flying Strike can go towards the bottom of A. I've been doing this video for so long. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm completely out of energy, because I am. 9:50 in the morning. I've already been up for 6 hours. Crimson Slash. I don't know. It's good sustain in lane. It's not going to do an insane amount of damage. It's on a pretty short cooldown, like 8 seconds after you put 3 points into it, 8 points into it. You max it out. I'm putting it in C tier. I don't care. You can hate me. Yamult's good. It's good. It's an S tier. So I just spent like 9 hours editing this video, and I got to the end, and I spent a total of 3 seconds on Yamato ult. I said, Yamato ult, it's like good. It's so good. S tier. And then did not explain anything else about it. So this is going to be like an outro, because my other outro was also really cooked, so I'm just going to go ahead and do an outro and talk about Yamato ult here for a second. Yamato ult, really broken. You're able to dodge stuns with it by, casting it, and then also your CC immune during it. It's an amazing mid-boss steal option. It's amazing for into many, many comps, Dynamo comps, Infernus ults, whatever. It's essentially a free counterspell on a long cooldown, on top of giving you really good resist. And it like makes you cast your abilities faster and does extra stuff. That'll be on screen while I'm talking about it. Um, so yeah, this is essentially just gonna be my outro. I'm also gonna keep in the old outro because it's really funny because I spent an hour recording the video and I was so tired of doing a tier list. I don't know why. I just spent 9 hours editing this and I still have a lot of energy. So I don't know if you guys fuck with my energy, fuck with the time I'm committing to this. Please consider liking and subscribing. Anyway, that's it from me. Peace. Okay, that's my tier list. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all of you for watching this fucking 70-hour video that it took 13 hours to record. I appreciate all of you. Um yeah, like the video and I guess subscribe or something like thanks.